Here in Los Angeles, they've got what many would describe as an enviable climate, fairly mild winters and long, warm summers. But they've got big problems too, namely a water shortage. And that is despite the fact that just weeks ago, there were torrential rains that even led to deadly mudslides. Now, you may wonder how you can have deluges and droughts in the same place. So I've been taking a look at where the water goes. It hardly ever rains in Los Angeles. You'll know about it when it does, though. This is a city in a state of extremes, where downpours lead to deadly mudslides. And still, people are talking about a water shortage.
Just like with earthquakes, droughts are just the way of life here in California.
See, California is not officially in drought right now, but it was for a long time. The status was officially lifted last year, but pretty much everybody here expects it to be back very soon.
It could bring this country to its knees.
A blunt assessment, but Jim Thibault knows drought inside out.
It's going to impact international security.
There is no place within the U.S. where the evolving crisis is more evident than in the American Southwest.
He has spent years investigating the issue, making films about it.
I interviewed Mikhail Gorbachev, one of my original films called Running Dry, and he said that no nation leader would hesitate to go to war over water and food.
We have to be prepared for those things. It's our responsibility.
And that almost apocalyptic vision explored in his latest offering. Beyond the Brink looks at the part of California that supplies food to tens of millions of Americans.
The nation's food supply comes out of California. It is the food basket for this country.
When the water dries up in the San Joaquin Valley, it could be disastrous.
This is an international priority. This is an international priority. It has to be done. We have to be thinking ahead. We can't be complacent and think, well, we're always going to have food in the grocery stores. That's not going to be the case if we don't focus on this.
Part of the issue here is water storage, or a lack of it, especially here in Los Angeles County. See, this place is like one giant basin. It is surrounded by mountains, and when it rains, the water pours down into the middle, and then the storm drains take it straight out into the ocean. There's no real infrastructure to keep it here for when it's needed. When the rain comes, it's heavy. Chances are there'll be a lot of it in one go. There is a reason these things are called storm drains.
It's difficult to store the amount of water, the volume that occurs when those rain systems, the storm systems come through.
Because there's so much of it in one go.
There's so much coming through. It's very difficult to build the infrastructure to capture that. But we are making steps and strides in that direction to capture as much as we can.
That's the official line, the Metropolitan Water District of Southern California, helping supply around 19 million people here.
Chances are if you live in Southern California and you turn on the water tap, we had a hand in getting that water to you.
They've been investing heavily in trying to get those supplies in and ready for the inevitable.
We have a lot of water stored. Last year, in the wettest year on record, we were able to capture those, take advantage of those supplies, put them in storage, and now, should this be the beginning of a dry period, we'll be able to stretch those supplies out and manage through consecutive dry years.
So less saving for a rainy day, more counting on that rainy day, and all in agreement that planning is crucial.
The fox is always in the henhouse before we react in this country. And we've got to now start dealing with it. We don't let the fox go anywhere near the henhouse.
As California gets ready for another scorching summer. Phil Lavelle, CGTN, Los Angeles.